Hello my beautiful and wonderful people, you're welcome to my channel, a home of riches. My regard and my greetings to you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and thank you for subscribing. Today we are diving into some hot Nollywood gist that has been unfolding like a dramatic series. So if you have been online lately, you have probably heard about this ongoing involving drama Angela Okorie, Mercy Johnson, Regina Daniels, and powerful man himself, Ned Nwoko. Now listen, this one is not just regular celebrity dragging. There is EFCC rumors, alleged medical revelations, social media apology, and even Regina's classic shirt. Everything you need for a hot gist season. So grab your drinks, get comfortable, and let's unpack it all. So first of all, let's rewind. For some time now, Angela Okorie has been dragging Mercy Johnson online. Yes, so it wasn't once or twice. Angela was constantly calling Mercy out, making subtle jabs, throwing direct shades, and being very unapologetic about it. Interestingly, Mercy Johnson, despite all the dragging, never said a word, not a post, not a video, not even a tweet. She maintained absolute silence. And you know when someone is quiet, especially celebrity, people start reading meanings. Then, boom, Regina Daniels stepped in. Regina Daniels, who we all know is Mercy Johnson's younger colleague and married to billionaire Ned Nwoko, came online and decided to defend Mercy Johnson. She didn't come with full violence, but she made it clear that the dragging of Mercy Johnson was uncalled for. That didn't sit well with Angela Okorie at all. Angela clapped back at Regina in a most disrespectful way, and here is where things escalated. Angela dragged Ned Nwoko into it, calling him a smelly old and weak man. Yes, you heard me right. That's what Angela said online. It was very intense and many people were shocked. And imagine dragging a billionaire with federal ties. You must have heart. So not long after all this back and forth, rumor broke out that Angela Okorie was allegedly invited by the EFCC in Abuja over cyberbullying and cyber stalking. Allegedly, nothing was confirmed publicly, but the gist was hot. And people started speculating, could Mercy Johnson be behind this petition? Or maybe Ned Nwoko is the one pulling federal string behind the scene. You know, Ned isn't just a billionaire. The man has deep political roots, federal level influence, and serious connections. Some online bloggers, including Cutie Juice, even dropped subtle warnings to Angela. Cutie wrote that unless Angela has high connection, strong legal team, enough money, and adequate evidence, she might be in for serious legal wahala. That her best bet might be to apologize to Mercy. Here's where the story takes an unexpected twist. Angela Okorie came out recently and mentioned that she did a head scan or X-ray and discovered that some bullet particles were still in her head. Remember when she said she was attacked and shot years ago, People didn't really believe her then. But now the X-ray results showing those particles in her head are obvious, which might have been affecting her behavior since then. To be honest, some fans started putting two and two together. Since that attack, Angela has been involved in so many fights and online drama, dragging former friends and calling out colleagues and just generally being aggressive. Maybe, just maybe, this recent medical discovery helped her to reflect on everything. So Angela finally came out and apologized, not just to Mercy Johnson and Ned Nwoko, but to everyone she may have offended over time. She said something that really stood out. She wrote, "Hi, beautiful people. These past days have been a period of intense reflection for me. Lately, having reminisced on certain events that had transpired, I can only thank God that I am alive. It's not secret that there has been some difficult issues circulating on social media between Mercy Johnson and myself. Moving forward, I would like to address this matter. I am human, and when my emotions take over, I speak from the heart, often saying things directly as they came to me, especially when I felt hurt. Once I have expressed myself, I forget about it and move on. But I realize now that my utterances, whether uttered from the place of pain or not, was hurtful. Some event that has happened these past days made me realize that I should have done better. I feel so sorry having realized how this get to you. Mercy, your mental health is very important now and ever, and I wouldn't wish wished you or your family was. That's not my nature, and you know it. Do find a place in your heart to forgive me. I have always been a target of lies, betrayal, and unwarranted attack. Bloggers have spread false information, and people have created videos filled with blatant lies, and betrayals has been overwhelming. But I forgive everyone who has hurt me and leave them to face their own conscience. Furthermore, my sincere apologies also go to Senator Ned Nwoko. I understand that my anger in trying to make a reply didn't find you in a good state. It was a reaction of an unprovoked bashing and attack that was blown out of proportion. I truly reacted in a way I now recognize wasn't pleasant. I cannot intentionally disrespect you for whatever reason. To buttress this, I remember being part of your political campaign, the one you brought Zululezu, myself, and other artists. I have always honored your family yearly children's carnival when invited. All this have made me realize that being at peace is better than war or fight. I deeply regret my actions and I'm sorry. Now she realizes her utterances were hurtful, and she acknowledging how her words might have affected Mr. Johnson's mental health. That part struck a chord with a lot of people because mental health is no joke, especially in this age of online bullying. But let's be honest, was this apology coming from a place of genuine repentance, or is it a legal move to avoid bigger trouble? Online reactions were mixed. Some people were like, finally, Angela is becoming self-aware, she's healing. Others were like, this is fear talking. That EFCC invitation humbled her. And then some conspiracy theories were saying, Ned Nwoko don't press button, no. She no one fight government power. Then there is this crowd who believe maybe, just maybe, removing those bullet particles help her regain clarity. And I won't lie, that might be possible. Head trauma can definitely affect mood, behavior, and impulse control. So if that was what was behind Angela's years of aggression, wow. Meanwhile, Mr. Johnson still said nothing. Classic Messi style, you know. Ned Nwoko also quiet, man of few words but plenty influence. But Regina Daniels, baby girl, dropped a subtle shade that got everyone talking. She posted, I dey quick dey let people go. I no be fair. Come on, you know that was a bullet less inviolate. That was her way of saying she's not the type to hold grudges. But those who read between the lines saw it as her final jab, letting Angela know, I forgive you, but I saw everything. And here's the big question we need to ask. Was Angela Okorie's apology sincere or strategic? Let's look at both sides. On one hand, it's possible she's genuinely remorseful. Maybe the medical treatment helped her heal, and now she's seeing the damage she caused during her emotional outbursts. On the other hand, this apology is coming after EFCC rumors, after a federal-connected billionaire got insulted, and after warning from legal insiders. Maybe it's part of a damage control move, because legal issues in Nigeria, you don't want that smoke, especially not from the top. Anyway, regardless of the motive behind the apology, I think it's a positive step. It takes humility to say, I was wrong, especially in public. And maybe this will help open up real conversation in Nollywood about mental health, social media conduct, and how quickly things can escalate if we are not careful. Angela Okorie has always been bold, no doubt, but maybe this new chapter of self-awareness will lead to more peace in her life. And honestly, the industry needs more healing and less beef. Let me ask you guys, what do you think? Do you think Angela's apology was sincere? Do you think Ned Nwoko and Mr. Johnson were quietly pulling strings? Or do you believe it's all just coincidence and timing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. So my people, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And as we come to the end of this video, kindly subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and leave your comment in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. But before then, don't forget to stay safe, remain kind, and mind your mental health. Bye, and remain blessed.